How often do we say we just can't find good employees? I've been hearing that a lot lately, and I've spent a lot of time thinking about it, writing about it, asking current clients about it. The question assumes good people are hard to find, but I'm starting to think that the bigger issue is attraction. Not where you're looking, but what you're offering in terms of a place for people to work. And whether the business you've built is something good people want to be part of. After a few conversations and taking the time to write thoughts, this is how I process things that baffle me. I'm convinced that the bigger question is, how do we need to adjust our business to make it attractive to the right employees? It's a fundamentally different question, and it requires a fundamentally different answer. The first question is about tactics, where to look, what to say in your job posting, for example, and how to filter through applications. The second question is more about culture, what we actually offer, how we treat people, what we stand for, and whether you're willing to change to meet the talented people where they are. Here's what I mean. When we ask, how do we find a good employee, you're implicitly saying our business is fine as it is. We just need to find people who fit it. When you ask, how do you become attractive to good employees, you're saying maybe we need to change. Maybe we need to listen to what the talented people actually want and then build our business around that. One's about hunting, and the other one's about being magnetic. I want you to really consider this. The companies winning the talent war right now aren't the ones with the biggest recruiting budgets or the flashiest job postings. They're the ones that have asked themselves the hard question. What do our people actually need to thrive? And then they had the courage to answer honestly and take radical action. Maybe it's flexible scheduling. Maybe it's higher pay. Maybe it's a clear path of advancement, a career path, for example. Maybe it's the owner who shows up and is present. Now, I'm not saying the owner's involved in the day-to-day. That's not what I'm saying. But somebody who shows up and is present and is engaged. Because if the owner is, then that's part of the culture. That means the leaders are, and it's a trickle-down effect. Maybe it's all the above. The point is, they listened and they changed. And when you do that, when people genuinely adapt their business to meet the talented people where they are, something shifts. I've seen it happen. You start chasing talent. You stop chasing talent, and talent starts coming to you. On the micro level, you see a steadier flow of candidates, better candidates, people who stay longer, people who care about the work that you do. On the macro level, your culture changes, your retention improves, your margins improve, and your reputation improves. But it all starts with asking a different question. I've been digging into this with a few of my clients, and I'm seeing some real patterns emerge. I'm also connecting with some interesting tools and strategies that can implement this work once the foundation is solid. But the foundation has to come first. The question has to shift. I wanted to share this because I think it's worth thinking about, not as a tactic, but more as an overall business philosophy. I'm going to continue to explore this and shift in philosophy because finding good people, good talent is a challenge across the board these days. I believe this shift can have a significant impact. Start by asking yourself the question, what would it look like if we designed our business to attract the exact people that we want? and spend the time allowing your brain to contemplate radical things that could be the difference maker. Drop a comment. Let me know things that you have found to be helpful, things that are outside the box, things that have made your business attractive, magnetic to your ideal talent. I'd love to hear things that have worked for you. But stay tuned also, because I'm going to be talking more about this and more about some of the tactics that can be used once the foundation is laid. Be sure to like and subscribe.